And that's W princess protection right there. You can see we're already back to another princess. He doesn't even suspect it. It's crazy. It's crazy. We just played a princess and we're already back to another princess. What's up, gamers? Durkee here, and we're going to be playing today with the best deck in the entire meta, the best control deck. It's this princess control deck. You can see it on the bottom left of my screen. This deck is everywhere right now. Riley finished top 1 in the world last season with this deck, and I have to say this deck genuinely has no bad matchups. In my opinion, I think you can outplay any matchup with this deck. It's so strong. The control that you can establish with this deck is really, really good. Basically, you just replace the Goblin Barrel with Little Prince, and this deck just got like a million times better. We're going to do this and try and sneak in a Princess at the bridge. But yeah, kind of because of how good Dagger Duchess is against the Goblin Barrel, this deck just removes the Goblin Barrel and puts in a Little Prince. And your main win condition is Princess Chip, Log Chip, and Barrel Chip. And if you're repping a very strong defense with the Evo Tesla and the Evo Skeleton. So basically, your opponent can't break through you, and you can just take them down with Princesses at the bridge and Log Chip and Rocket Chip over the course of the game. So this deck is amazing. It definitely has a high skill floor, so it's not the easiest deck to learn, but once you learn how to play it, I'm telling you guys, this deck is actually amazing. I would consider rocketing that, but because the Tesla is surviving, I'm going to do this instead. And I'm going to sneak in a Princess. We're going to go Skeleton here, get an extra shot, and we're golden. Nice. So you can see this is a deck that you're just kind of like chipping away at your opponent, you're nickel and diming them, and before they know it, you've just taken their entire tower. It's pretty sweet. We're going to go like this, take care of that mortar pretty easily, and then once the mortar goes down, you just play Princess at the bridge. If they start predicting the princesses, you can start playing them in the back, but a lot of the times, if you're playing against someone who's just like okay at the game, they won't be great at predicting the princesses. Okay, we're gonna do this, try and get some value out of our Evo Skeletons. Very nice. He popped the ability, so he won't be able to pop the ability. We're just gonna go for a little Prince of our own to help DPS this down. Princess at the bridge, kind of like rinse and repeat. Like I said, a lot of players won't get the prediction. You get 2 princess shots there, which is awesome. I'm gonna pop. No, I'm just gonna chill. You can see we've already taken half of his tower with just like princesses at the bridge. I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna rocket this, and then we can Evo Mortar over here. It'll take care of the Tesla. Doesn't matter what he plays. We're good. I know the defense that this deck has to offer is just like so good. Like they really shouldn't be touching your tower. You can see this dude, the only damage he's gotten on my tower so far has been the poison that he played. And now he's starting to predict the princesses, so we're going to have to play probably a little more conservative, which is okay. We're only a few rockets away. Okay, we're going to do a princess in the back to mix things up. Knight up high for the little prince. Even if he pops the ability, it doesn't really matter. That's gone. Knight and Tesla here. Should clean up his mortar. Good stuff from us. Like I said, dude, the defense of this deck is absolutely just rock solid. We're going to get kind of aggressive here. I just feel like we've got a hold on this match. And that's W princess protection right there. You can see we're already back to another princess. He doesn't even suspect it. It's crazy. It's crazy. We just played a princess, and we're already back to another princess. And now we're inside of 2 rocket range, so what we can do is we can just get a little prince down, and then we're going to rocket and play 3 cards and get back to our other rocket. So let's do this first. Let's just make sure we can defend. Okay. I'm actually just going to do a princess instead because he's hyper defending this mortar. So 1 princess shot will put us into rocket log range. So GG's to this guy. I mean, I feel bad. He barely touched my tower, but that just goes to show how good this deck is. So we'll take the dub. Catch y'all in the next one. Alright, into our next match here against Fast Trooper. Yeah. And I have to say, the reason I wanted to play this deck is because I have lost to this deck so many times in the last few days. Like, it is such a good deck. A lot of the cards in this deck are getting nerfed, no surprise. Because it's just genuinely that strong of a deck. And it's kind of unexpected. Like, a lot of times people just don't expect you to get all of the damage that you get. Like, it kind of creeps up on them. Okay, he's doing, like, the classic monk at the bridge push. So what they'll do is they'll use the monk to like eat up all of your daggers from the Dagger Duchess. Bad timing on the princess. And then they'll just spam troops behind it, and it's like kind of difficult to defend. So whatever, we defended no problem. Kind of tricky there. I kind of had to kind of dance around the monk. Like if I would have played a spell there, like a log or anything, I probably would have instantly lost. But you're fine. If you keep a cool head with this deck, you really have no problems. So it looks like he's running, it kind of looks like Hog. I'm not entirely sure. We're like 5 or 6 games into a classic challenge, so not always apparent what people are running. We're going to do this. Should be an easy defense. I didn't want to overcomplicate it. I mean, I could have defended with like troops or something. Like I could have knighted and then gone for a Tesla, but I knew for sure if I rocketed and Tesla'd, we'd be able to defend. And it was still a positive elixir trade because he played an E-Wiz and an Ice-Wiz. So it was a +3 trade for us, so we're fine. I'm going to probably split skeletons here to try and cycle to my evolved ones. And I'm going to princess here just to force out something in front of the monk. Because when they play the monk, they want the monk to be the thing in front. They want to like spam everything behind the monk. So I'm hoping that this firecracker goes in front. It gives us a nice King Tower activation. We're going to go like this. Should activate King Tower. And then we're going to knight onto the... I was trying to get the knight onto the firecracker. But I failed. I also failed the King Tower activation. But the idea was there. Alright. We have a healthy lead at this point in the game. I don't yet know what his win condition... Oh, his win condition's Royal Giant. That's right. That's right. Okay. Princess here. Last time he went for the E-Wiz, he did Royal Giant in front of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to apply a little bit of pressure here. Pop the ability. And now he has to defend that, and he can't go in for a Royal Giant, which is really good for us. We can also continue to protect this princess. Awesome. And now his push is all spread out, right? There we go. Clean defense all around, and we have 2 surviving princesses. Had 2 surviving princesses. Beautiful. Nice. I was trying to keep that princess alive, and we got it. We're going to knight here for the Ice Wizard or the Musketeer. Works out for us either way. Get another princess down in the opposite lane. You can see how annoying this deck is, dude. It's so good. It's such a good deck. Combined with the Dagger Duchess, it's like, it's unreal. Okay, he's letting that princess go, so I'm going to pop the ability and continue to protect it. Ah, she died, but that's okay. Either way, this Royal Giant is pretty much going to go get taken care of before it even crosses the bridge, so we don't even have to worry about it. Just going to cycle a log, take care of the firecracker. Okay, we're going to do this. He probably won't predict it. He does. Well played, well played. You can only get away with it for so long before they start, you know, predicting you. Okay. I'm going to log early here. And then we're going to do this. Get a bunch of Evo Skeletons down. Used his Earthquake, so he shouldn't be able to break through this Tesla super easily. Yeah, solid defense yet again. And I'm within 2 rockets, so what I'm probably going to do is go Little Prince at the back, and then try and get down 2 rockets in the time that this RG gets up to my bridge, which is kind of crazy, but that's the power of this deck. And we're back to rocket before it even got up to the bridge, so that's the power of this deck. And triple elixir, rocket log rocket after the Little Prince is down, so completely dismantled that guy. He barely touched our tower. We'll take the dub, catch you in the next one. Into our next match here against Ouch. And another reason this deck is so popular, I think, is because of the abundance of Dagger Duchess. And your main win conditions in this deck revolve around not needing to get close to the tower. It's almost like you're playing like Expo or something like that. Nice. We get the Void out of hand. I'm just going to cycle a Little Prince. We have a lot of air defense. Like I can cycle to my Tesla if he goes like a balloon or something.
Showtime.
I only went LP because he used the Void. We're going to be aggressive here for absolutely no reason. Just get all this stuff down. Go like this in case he plays skeletons. Alright. So we get a lot of questions answered. Looks like he's running either Giant or the Wizard makes me think that it's P.E.K.K.A. Or Wizard in combination with the Battle Ram makes me think that it's P.E.K.K.A. We're going to do this. Pull back the Ghost and take care of the Wizard. Yeah, not the best zap by my boy. I don't know if he was trying to zap skeletons or something or just DPS down the princess. Looks like it's going to be P.E.K.K.A. And I will say we have an incredible matchup against P.E.K.K.A. So I'm really looking forward to show you guys just how incredible this deck is. He's going to have to spend again here to take care of the princess. So LP comes down. I'm just going to let it breathe and then go for an LP on my own just in case he pops the ability. He doesn't, so that's good for me. Void comes down, so we're going to go ahead and do this, and then this. And then I'm going to catch either the bandit or the ghost here. Yep, and now my princess is going to... Did Zap just kill my princess? Whatever. Anyways, we've already done 700 damage to his tower, so we're just going to keep whittling away. Cycling logs and princesses on the tower. Rocket does 371. We're chilling. Tesla like this. We got to watch out for the Void, but there's so many things he wants to void. He wants to void the princess. He wants to void the little prince. He wants to void the Tesla. So it's very easy for them to kind of get like overwhelmed. We're going to LP here. Then we can reset the charge of the battle ram and get a nice rocket onto everything. Should be an easy defense here. Yeah, I feel you, brother. Let's go Princess at the bridge here. He predicts it, but we still get a shot, so rip. We'll do this to keep the ghost like tangible or make him tangible for a second. And again, pretty much no tower damage other than that zap. We also have Evo Skeletons in cycle, which is awesome. We have a really fast cycle. We can cycle back to a Tesla. Just everything is just looking good for us, if I'm being honest. We're going to do this here. He does Evo Zap, but I mean, and then what, you know? Get our second Tesla down, get our little prince down to help over there. Knight up high, E-Spirit here. And the defense is just, it's just too strong in this deck. Okay, let's do this. Good zap by him, honestly. Okay, we're gonna pop the ability here. Yeah. Definitely made a few mistakes there on that defense, but we're okay. We're going to go like this and keep my princess alive. Pop this ability here. Little Prince is going to stay alive, and he has to go for a defensive P.E.K.K.A. So we're just going to take this opportunity to reset here. Don't need to, I shouldn't have to spend too much on that P.E.K.K.A., but I'll just drop a Tesla so I can get to my Evo one sooner. Okay, we're going to preemptively skeleton and go for a knight as well. Goes for the Void. I'm going to do this, and then skeletons to maybe catch a bandit. I was wondering where the wizard was. There it is. Cycle a log here. Pop the ability. Just want him to have to spend a little more. E-Spirit should take care of that. We're going to do this onto the battle ram. Nice. And I'm going to cycle a rocket here. We have some damage that we need to make up. It's a good way to do it. We're going to go Tesla here. Then E-Spirit, Skeletons, Little Prince, Knight here. Man has a lot of stuff down. How good is the defense? How good is the defense? Crazy. Can you guys believe we defended that? I kind of can. Absolutely absurd. GG's to that P.E.K.K.A. player. I mean, that end sequence was nuts. I wasn't doing a lot of talking, but GG's to Ouch. We'll take the dub. Catch you in the next one. Into our next match here against... Yes. When it does have the good luck. And cycle our skeletons trying to get to our evolutions. Evolved ones. Okay. Lava Hound first play. I love it. Love it. I love it. Not sure if I played that Tesla in the right spot. We're going to try and play our Little Prince right by our tower, so it's difficult to get like a good Void off. Like if you play it right here, we're going to get a good rocket onto all of this. And all in all, I mean, I'm satisfied with that defense. I mean, I know we took damage, but for a defense... I'm pretty okay with that, given the circumstances. We'll pop the ability here and completely mistime it, but it'll force out, yeah, force out Barbarians. Unfortunate timing on the ability there. That's my fault. We'll go ahead and go high skeletons just to pull everything over, and then Princess to help clean everything up. And the Princess will apply pressure in the opposite lane. Okay, he goes arrows. I'm gonna go Knight here. Okay, Lava Hound comes down. I'm gonna do this and pop the ability.
Don't you know who I am?
And see what we can get off of this. I need one of those little Larrys to go crazy. And looks like they will. Looks like they will. Shoutouts to the Larrys. And then E-Spirit here will reset the lava, and we should keep our tower. Nice. That was kind of like an iffy play. I don't know. I just felt like I could get away with it because he used his arrows on the princess. So, at least he'll have to spend a lot more to take that tower, which is kind of the goal. So, we'll take that all day. It's like just out of spell range, which is unfortunate for him. I don't know. I don't know if we can keep that. I think I might just let it go and instead pressure opposite lane. I mean, we're trying. I think I'm just going to let it go. Actually, let's do this. And then reset it. Now he has to spend more. And we can pressure the 3 crown. Because he has to void. Wow, that was so smart. Well defended against a Lava Hound player. I mean, you do have a lot of good answers. So, really happy with how he played. We'll take the dub. Catch you in the next one. Into our next match here against Morton. Is it the real Morton? I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of Morton impersonators, so we'll see if that is the case. If we get absolutely spanked, we'll go ahead and know that it's Morton. He said good game. I feel like Morton wouldn't do that. I think we have a Morton impersonator on our hands. Okay. Kind of looks like Golem. Like a Golem beatdown deck of some sort, so meh. Should be okay. Go ahead and cycle our knight at the back here. Try and cycle back to our princess. Kind of like our main win condition in this deck is the princess. He's leaking a little bit of elixir, so I'm going to go ahead and be aggressive here. Try and overwhelm the Dagger Duchess as best as we can. Okay. It definitely looks like a Golem deck or some sort of beatdown deck. I'm not entirely sure. We can kite this to the opposite lane if we go 1 skeleton, and then he should chase the other skeletons. Nice. Pretty good kite there. I'm satisfied with that. Princess at the bridge here. We'll get at least 1 shot. Okay, not Golem. It is Lava Hound. Good to know. Get the Tesla down. And we're going to play the Little Prince close to the tower. Try and make it difficult for him to get the Void off. If you played in the corner, it's really hard for them to find a spot where they can Void the Little Prince without hitting the tower. So LP comes down.
What up? Future king over here.
Perfect. All good, all good. You shouldn't be back to arrows for the princess, so we should be okay. Log just to make sure. Nice. Pretty good defense all around. I'm satisfied with that. It didn't work the way that I wanted it to work. Like at all. So that's okay. Okay. E-Spirit here. Okay, he goes skeletons. Let's do this. Or he goes arrows. We're going to do this because he went for the arrows. Okay. We're going to let it go because of how he responded. We're going to get our second Tesla down here. Void's going to help keep that Tesla alive as well. And honestly, our defense is looking great. I'm very happy with our defense so far. Arrows come down. Pop this ability here. Nice. We should get some chip. Nice. We force out the Night Witch. good for us. I'm gonna knight here to help like protect my Tesla from whatever like he decides to play behind it, I guess. And then we're gonna Little Prince close, like we've been doing. Get a second Tesla down. Defense looks good. Princess over here. He predicted it. Well played. We're gonna make him spend still, though. Nice. He had to waste his Evo Zap. So we're happy with that.
Excuse me, don't you know who I am?
Okay. My man spent a lot. He spent a lot of his ground troops. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Princess here. Darn it.
Doing it for the fans.
Okay. Okay. Market number 1 comes down. I think it's going to be enough. Good game. Good game against Fake Morton. We'll take the L. Played well. But that was a good match. It's still fun either way. I'll keep that in there. We'll catch you in the next one. Into our next match here against Well Cry. I queued into a league match instead of what I was doing, which was grand challenges. But that's okay. We'll go ahead and play a match here in League 9. I misplaced that knight by a single tile, which was unfortunate. Don't see a lot of Golden Knight. It's nice to see him, you know? Not often that we get to face off against a Golden Knight, so I dig it.
I warned you.
Protect the air.
Any spirit here for maybe skeletons? Not skeletons, just guards, but that's okay. Okay. Golden Knight's probably going to come down here. Yeah. I want him to have to pop the ability, though, but I don't think he will have to. Okay, nice. Ability comes down, and we're back to another princess. Perfect. Spam the bridge. Spam the bridge. Yeah, Golden Knight Tornado is a pretty good combination, so I'm not surprised that he's running it. It's probably like Drill Golden Knight NATO Poison is probably something that he's running. So I don't know if I want to be going same lane in this matchup. It probably would be better to be going opposite lane, but we'll see. I'm just like assuming his win condition, but I don't know for sure. Goes for the poison. I'm going to go ahead and rocket the tower because he spent a poison over on the lane opposite where he wants his damage. Yeah. So we can defend after doing that, which is actually crazy. That's part of the reason why this deck is so good. We just rocketed his tower, and he tried to punish us with the drill, and he couldn't. So it's fine with us. We're going to cycle a log here. Little Prince again in the lane where he doesn't have most of his damage. I'm going to go for a low Tesla here. Okay. Be really careful how we defend this because of the tornado. Yep, exactly. Yeah, he got a lot of damage there. That's like the push that's like pretty scary. He was predicting Princess and he failed, so that's okay. Once again, a little bit Princess paranoid. Okay. Unfortunately, he has the Evo Tesla in cycle, but that's alright. Okay, we do get a little bit of chip, which is nice. I'm gonna go like this. Okay, Drill Poison comes down. We'll just go ahead and chill. Okay, because he uses that Tesla, I'm just gonna rocket his tower. It's kind of like a wasted Tesla, if you think about it. Means we can just do this and take care of it. Okay, we blocked the bridge there, so this should be a really easy defense onto the drill. We can actually just log it. Little Prince is getting a ton of value here. Little Prince has been in like automatic rifle mode this entire time. He's probably going to predict the princess, so I'm not going to do anything. Because we have that Tesla up, I can actually just... Well, I was going to say I could go for a rocket. I'm going to do a rocket now. And then we can defend this with just a knight behind everything, because then they can't really get a good tornado off. Which is what they want. Nice, good defense. Okay. Are we gonna go rocket poison here, or sorry, poison on all of this most likely. We gotta do high Tesla. Make sure nothing breaks through that. Even with the tornado, he's not gonna connect onto the tower. We can go rocket here. And we can we should be able to cycle back to another one. And that's going to be a good game against Goblin Draw. I mean, he played well. We both played well. We're both kind of running control decks, so it is what it is. GG's to Well Cry. Really high-level match. We'll take the dub. Catch you in the next one. It's likely our last match of the video. We'll see. I feel like a lot of the games have been going on a little longer than normal, because sometimes with a control deck, it's like you need 4 or 5 minutes to really like take their tower, because like it gets better for you as the game goes on, because you can cycle spells for cheaper, like the rocket and the log. So the games have been like fairly drawn out. You get one little princess shot there. Not gonna complain. Okay, looks like he's running a similar deck, or maybe he's running like actual log bait. We're gonna block bridge here because I feel like he's gonna spam me. Nice. I'm glad we bridge blocked there. Would have been kind of hard to defend without our log and cycle, so that's why. Okay, we'll see if he protects this here. He does. So glad that we played the E-Spirit that way. Our princess is going to take care of his princess. So looks like he's running traditional log bait. More of what I'm a fan of. I usually run normal log bait, so we'll see how it goes. I think we were quick enough where it only gets one shot, so we're fine.
Don't call me a princess.
Need to make sure that I don't give him rocket value or anything like that. Just gonna LP high here just to make sure those spear goblins don't touch my tower. That's the main reason. Okay, he goes for a poison. I'm tempted to go for a rocket here. I think I will, because we were already up a little bit of elixir before that interaction. So I'm going to go ahead and cycle a rocket. If he goes princess, I can just log it, and then I'll go Evo Skeletons on his barrel. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, and we're chilling. Yep. Now we have a nice little lead. Okay, I'm curious to see how he defends this. I think I'm just going to drop a knight on it. I can always log if he over-defends. Okay, so far so good. Match is kind of on a tightrope. I feel like this matchup's like 50-50 for the most part. He just wasted a Tesla, honestly, so I think I'm just going to log and go like this. Come on! Darn it, that got so much damage. Okay, I think I need a rocket to keep up and kind of hope that I can defend, to be honest. Let's go knight low here. And then... I'm going to go high Tesla. Come on, knight. Take care of the princess for me. Nah, he protects it. That's a smart play, honestly. He caught his princess. We've recovered. We've recovered from that stressful interaction. I'm going to just keep my princess alive. No login cycle. Let's go Evo Skeletons here. Try and get like some luck. I think Princess is going to bail him out though. Oh, the Larry's teased me. The Larry's teased me. Wow, pretty well defended, I feel like, given the circumstances. Okay, he goes poison, we go rocket. Not much else we can do in that situation. And I don't really, like, I don't need to rush to take that down. Like, I don't 100% agree with that play in the opposite lane. Okay. Yeah, because he got all that damage, but it's in the wrong lane, you know what I mean? So now I go rocket. And now we have a big lead. So, interesting. Just interesting. Not necessarily horrible. Just interesting is all. Okay, Princess opposite lane. Little Prince here. Oh, he poisons on that lane. That's so interesting to me. That's like the lane he doesn't have all the damage on. So, just confused more than anything. Skeletons to protect the Tesla. We have a healthy lead now. We kind of have to mess up badly here to lose. We're going to go rocket here because we have a good cycle to do so. Let's do this. Block a Princess. Yeah, I kind of had the Princess in that situation, otherwise he loses. And as long as we don't miss this log, we win. So GG's to that log bait player. I feel like the matchup could go either way. Maybe we even have a slight advantage, but our Princess control deck is a little better. So GG's to that guy. Great way to end off the video with like a 5-minute match, but we'll take the dub. We'll catch y'all in the outro. That's going to do it for today's video. Here's the deck one more time in case you want to take a screenshot. Reminder that this deck is a control deck. It's a deck about patience. You want to be tactical. You want to be surgical. So don't be discouraged if right away you lose. Maybe take a step back. Am I playing too aggressive? Am I playing too proactive instead of being reactive? But I hope you give it a try. I promise it'll make you a better player, and the skill ceiling is so high. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think of the deck in the comments, and I'll catch y'all in another video real soon. Peace.